Okay, thank you. Okay, Mr. Chris Melton, you will take the roll call vote, please.
Okay,
By the way, this is a meeting, not a workshop.
Right.
Yes.
Okay? And everybody, do they have another agenda in?
Is there a new, yeah, I was gonna ask Sheila, but she stepped out. Is this a new? I don't see a change on the agenda, Madam President.
Me neither, and she told me she'd have one here. But just remember, this is a regular meeting, okay? Chris, continue.
see.
okay. Mr. Rich is absent. Mr. Swite,
Here.
Ms. Chandler Felton is absent. Mr. Pettit,
Here.
I myself am here. Mr. Daring,
Here.
and Madam Chairman.
Thank you, I'm here.
That's 5. We have a quorum.
Okay, very good. Okay, what about the minutes of August 19th, 2025? Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
That's why
Okay, the minutes are
everybody
approved.
has a
Voice vote.
Voice vote, please. Chris?
No, all those in favor.
Okay, just voice vote,
Yeah,
real loud.
yep.
Everybody, aye. Minutes approved. Okay. Do we have any communications? None? All right, comments from me? None at this time, except it is not a workshop meeting.
Right.
yeah, I updated the agenda.
We didn't get another,
Yes.
That's what the,
The agenda, I updated the agenda and I also sent it out to everyone.
yeah, it's
I got
there.
it.
We got it.
I got it.
Okay,
I
Yep,
didn't pay
there's your
attention. I guess there
change.
was a change.
just in the meeting workshop
Yep.
thing.
okay. All right, continuing on, let's go on to any old business board members. No no old business, good. Continuing on, item 1, P4CP 1-0625, Rossman Partners LLC petitioner and Schilling Brothers Lumber and Hardware Incorporation is the owner, located at 7990 East 81st Avenue in Crown Point. The request, a conceptual planned unit development on 10.28 acres in a C3 highway commercial zoning district. Purpose, to allow a retail C-store with a flex warehouse. Okay.
Thank you. Ross Brown, Advent Real Estate Advisors, 11035 Broadway, Crown Point, here on behalf of the petitioner. I think we've seen this plan a few times now. Nothing has changed. I handed out just an updated plan that has some dimensions on it that the engineer placed. Based on the favorable comments from the last meeting, we released the engineer to begin preliminary engineering. Our traffic study, we just received the draft and we're reviewing it now. We have some recommendations for some off-site improvements that we've been discussing with NDOT. One thing that I can say is that where the quick service restaurant is along 30, that stub road will be moved closer to 30 per NDOT. We don't think it's the best location for it, but it seems like NDOT is going to force us to place it there. And it'll be 40 feet instead of 35 feet.
The one that runs east and west, Ross?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
right.
right by the closer to the retention pond you're showing.
Yeah, and that retention pond probably goes away. It's not going to be needed. So the green space will probably be behind then that frontage road. And then if you remember, we had an easement from the county that ran along 30 and up Randolph by 300, 350 feet or so. We're still working with the county to try to get that vacated. NDOT isn't requiring a frontage road to go through the front of the property. And I believe that the town, from conversations we had in the past, would support vacating that county easement as well. What's going to happen is eventually, as things develop to the west, traffic will flow through the property, likely, or go to the right in, right out.
Did you have a traffic study?
Yes, we just received the draft copy from our traffic engineer.
Okay,
So they're doing their internal review, we're doing our review. Once that's done, we'll be ready to submit it.
okay. And you said something about 40 feet from the retention pond?
So the road that's shown now, the stub road, is shown as 35 feet. That'll be 40 feet. And then there was a 40-foot easement that the county had placed there back in 1976 that runs the length of the property along 30 and then along Randolph by about 300, 350 feet. And we're working on getting that vacated.
Okay. Do we have a staff report, Sheila?
Yes. Petitioner is requesting approval for a conceptual plan unit development to allow a commercial mixed-use PUD on 10.28 acres in the C3 Highway Commercial Zoning District. The proposed project seeks to generate further economic development in the town of Merrillville by developing retail C-store with flex fuel and flex fuel warehouse space. The proposed PUD will provide sanitary sewers, curbs, gutters, paved streets with shoulders and ditches, plus storm sewers. Surface water will drain into the retention pond for a controlled discharge. Petitioner was deferred to meet with the development team and the Indiana Department of Transportation to discuss the frontage road and other concerns. Petitioner is now seeking conceptual approval.
One other thing I'd like to add too is I believe that the Conservancy District has been released Attorney Svetnoff to go ahead and begin the annexation process so that we can actually access the sanitary.
That's MCD?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Jeff, any questions or comment?
How soon could this project start?
Would you say, Jeff?
How soon will the project begin? I mean,
Based on the engineer's schedule, we'll likely, if everything goes well, get approvals probably in January. So depending on what kind of winter we have,
it's probably going to be a bad one, I think.
it may be.
That's right.
So it may be spring,
Okay.
March.
Okay, very good. Anything else, Jeff?
No.
Brian, questions?
Yeah, just a small fly in the ointment. I've brought it up probably 3 times, the last 3 times you've been here. I was hoping to see it on the engineering diagrams. Your frontage easement from the county, whatever you want to call
Yes.
it. There is a statute in Indiana code. There is statute in Merrillville's code. When you're turning off of a primary highway system onto a secondary road, and they even define how long it has to be for a 2-lane road and a 4-lane road, you have to have a turning lane. It is not on here, and I've asked for it 3 times. The length is determined by whether it's a 2-lane road or a 4-lane road. Over here at Crew Car Wash, there's our that's really the last one that we had that this came up. Turning off a 30 onto a 4-lane road, okay, especially with people stacking up at Wendy's, they had to put in a little over 100-foot turning lane to get into the Myers property. And they've got a lot of access points. It's not like they have one small cut on 30. They don't have a direct cut into their property on 30. You have to come in and go to that 4-way stop. But coming off of off of Merrillville Road, they had to put in that 100, I think it was 125 feet of turn-in lane. This being a 2-lane road, and a fairly busy 2-lane road, with construction across the street from you, or, you know, businesses there, future businesses coming, you may end up having to put in that whole 330 feet. So what may be vacated by the county may end up turning into your access lane.
It may, and the traffic engineer has some proposed improvements along Randolph. They didn't make it on this, but you'll see the proposed turning lanes and things like that once we move to preliminary engineering.
Okay. I'm not going to forget it.
Yes,
And
I
I'm
know.
thinking, you know, if you get a favorable vote tonight, it goes to the council. I do believe I will go back. When did Crew go in? Because Chrissy was still on the
About 2 years.
council.
Before the-
Oh, no,
before the
Chrissy's been
pandemic.
gone for 3 years.
Before the pandemic.
Yeah, so before 2020, I can go back in my records, because I've got every email that I've ever sent as a plan commissioner.
Sure.
And there is, and I will go back to the Merrillville Code Book, which is like, you know, reading case law, and I'm not a lawyer.
No, you're not.
But I will find that part of our ordinance. you
Did he
know.
say that on the record? He's not a lawyer? I want to make sure we've got that,
I
Brian.
verified it.
Yeah, and believe me, I've been sent case law by some of the attorneys over the years, and oh boy, is that a fun read.
Okay, are you through, Brian?
Yeah, like I say, I'm not gonna let it go, so.
I understand, thank you.
Is your traffic engineer, is he aware of the turning lane?
He
You
is.
said he had looked
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah, I spoke to him about it, and
Okay.
we'll talk to Taranga about it.
They
Thank
just didn't put it on here,
Correct.
but he is aware of it.
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Well, that's all
Yeah,
right.
there's other improvements that have to go along with it based
Sure.
on the traffic study and everything,
Perfect.
so.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you on that,
Thank you, ma'am.
Brian. Okay, Mr. Christie, Mellon.
I have nothing.
Nothing?
I like it.
Do you like it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Sean?
Just clarification from what Brian said, Ross. Obviously, conceptual tonight's the final vote. You're going to file a preliminary PUD. And as I said before, and I'll say it again on the record, if the town doesn't get what they want on Randolph Street, I'm voting this down. Okay? You and I have been very straightforward with one another. Whatever that happens to be, we're not going to stick it to you guys for $2 million. But if it's $500,000 to fix Randolph between 30 and 83rd, you're going to do it or you're not getting my vote. I mean,
Understood. And I have a few emails into Mr. Zaney,
Yeah.
trying to figure out their timing. I'm not sure if you would have any further conversations with them.
With Bob, our Bob?
Yes,
No,
okay. I'll shoot him an email and copy
Okay,
you.
and we can talk, yeah.
Yeah,
The other thing, I guess, to Steve maybe, because he is familiar with this, on Brian's comment, I'm not sure that they're gonna make these guys put in a turn lane after their entrance, would they, Steve? Because you're really, if you put it in after, then you're wanting the turning movement to go southbound onto Randolph as opposed to turning. Now, they may make them put something in before that, Brian, but I don't know.
That's what I'm talking about.
First and foremost, it's not our right of way, it's not our road, right, Steve?
Well, once you get onto Randolph,
Yeah, on
what
Randolph,
Brian's
it's our
talking
right-of-way.
about, yeah, that's gonna be our right of way. That's where Brian's talking about putting that turn lane in.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, along Randolph Street from the corner of
Right.
30 to their first entrance.
Oh,
Because
okay,
that's
I
what
thought
Brian,
you were
yeah, that's
on
what Brian's
30.
talking
No,
about.
no,
only
that's,
a-
Oh,
that's
yeah.
only a
the
two-laner.
330 feet. Remember when we got Crew in here?
Yeah.
And I found that very obscure state statute, and also it jived with our code book, that they had to put in, because it was a 4-lane.
It was on Maryville Road that they put
On
it
Merrillville Road, they had to
Okay,
put
gotcha.
in a
I was- okay.
125-foot turn-in lane. Now, I'm
Okay.
thinking, this may end up having to be a little longer
Right.
because it's only a 2-lane.
All right. So then again, with preliminary, ladies and gentlemen, they're gonna have to meet those 18 checklist items that, with Matt and Steve and Bob and Sheila and, Ricardo, I think there's some in there, for covenants, Sheila.
Yes, Covenant.
So we'll have the whole
Shebang.
shooting match there when he files preliminary, which is back to Jeff's question of, after tonight, Ross, if it's favorable, you're going to get going, and we'll see you in October, November, or are they ready?
I'm hopeful, October. That's what the engineer had in their schedule. I think, was it October 15th, if I remember right?
Our meetings will be the first and third Tuesdays, whatever those turn out to be, Sheila. I don't know what those are.
Yeah, I seem to remember October 15th, but he definitely had October
Okay.
in there. So hopefully we make that meeting.
So the first and third Tuesdays?
The 7th and the
And the
21st.
21st.
7th
Could've
and
been
the
the
21st.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's all I have, Madam President.
Okay, thank you. I have a question for the engineer. Is NDOT involved with the turning lane?
Yes.
Okay, so they have to give it final approval too?
Yeah, they've already, Ross and them, they've already reached out to NDOT, so they're
Okay.
already working with NDOT.
So they are working with
Yep,
them?
yep.
And you are too, right, Steve?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, very good. Well, it looks like so far you have your ducks in order outside of that turning lane. What do you say, guys? You ready to take a vote?
Yes, Madam President, I'll make a motion to approve P4CP1-0625.
Motion on the floor by Mr. Pettit. Could I have a
I
second?
second the motion.
Second by Jeff Swike. Motion, do we need a roll call vote?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Mellon, take the roll call vote, please.
Mr. Swike,
Yes.
Mr. Pettit,
Yes.
I myself am a yes. Mr. Daring,
Yes.
and Madam Chairman,
Yes.
that's 5 yeses.
Okay, we have 5 yeses, so it looks like the motion is approved.
Quick question, was this an advertised public meeting?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
Preliminary is-
The next
right.
one will be the advertised.
The
Yeah,
next
and-
one will be
Well,
that.
why do we have to have an advertised when it's going to the council?
It's not.
No,
No,
this is
it's not
Preliminary comes back to us.
At preliminary.
Preliminary
but-
will come back here.
Point of order, Madam President. I would advise you, Ross, as you know, as a ward councilman, I want you to go talk to those 2 property owners on the west side of Randolph, please. Okay?
I was going to give you a call to talk about that.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Russ.
Okay?
Ross.
Everything in order now? Continuing on with the agenda, let's go to new business.
New business.
Okay, item 2, P9P, I think that's a dash.
It's an S.
It's an S.
It's an
Okay,
S3.
it doesn't look like an S, but
Preliminary
S.
subdivision,
Okay, what's that next to it, a 1?
No,
the 3.
P9PS 3-0925.
Thank you. Well,
Yes, ma'am.
it's blurry on here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Jenna Properties petitioner and owner located at 1299 East 93rd Avenue. Request a preliminary one-lot subdivision approval on 16.43 acres in a M1 Limited Industrial Zoning District, M2 Limited Industrial Corridor Overlay District. Purpose to allow a logistics center. Okay, introduce yourself again and tell us about your project.
I'm Shannon Green with Contour Land Group, and we're the civil engineer for this project. And we're just here to do the one-lot subdivision to combine a 2-acre lot with the 14-acre plus or minus lot to create one single 16.43 acre lot for a logistics center.
Sheila, you have a staff report?
Oh, yes, I do. Petitioner is requesting a one-lot subdivision on 16.43 acres in a M1 Limited Industrial Zoning District, M2 Limited Industrial Corridor Overlay District. Petitioner would like to build a logistics center at 1299 East 93rd Avenue. The proposed subdivision will serve with curbs, gutter streets, common water, sanitary sewers, storm sewers, and street lights. Downspouts are proposed to be tied into the proposed storm sewer system. There are no pumps. Petitioner has received engineering approval and stormwater approval for the project. This is a $20.4 million investment in the town of Merrillville.
Oh, did you receive the sanitary sewer approval?
We
I
have-
heard stormwater, but I didn't hear sanitary.
We have not gotten the MCD approval yet. We're still working through that with Tom Nagel. during our review process.
Okay, you did set up a meeting for that, correct?
Madam President, if I could, on behalf of Shannon, Joe and I and Angie Chilcott, we hosted a meeting at the Carpenters Union for all the property owners in this area. Shannon, they had filed their petition to be annexed into the MCD service area. There were people with some questions. Jake Quinsler was there, Shannon was there, Ned Kovacic was there as
Yeah.
property owners in there. We have our parking lot in there, and I guess we've left it, Shannon and Ricardo, I don't know if you spoke to Joe, I believe they were the only ones that followed through on their petition. Jake has not had a petition for annexation to MCD, nor have the other property owners on the north side of 94th Court. So Jenna's the only one, and I don't know how long ago you did that, Shannon. Joe told me it's like a 180-day process with MCD and IDEM, so that's where they're at.
Well, Ricardo, can we go ahead and approve it without the sanitary source?
Well, I think if you do that, it's gonna have to be contingent.
Upon contingency of sanitary source being put in,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Jeff, questions, comments?
I like where it's going to be a $20.4 million investment in the town of Merrillville, which is a good thing, so that's one thing.
Good. Anything else, Jeff?
No, no.
Brian?
No, I like the project.
Okay.
It is in keeping with the area. The surrounding development that is ongoing is very much in line with what this would service, so, yeah, I don't see any problems with it, other than, putting the addendum on that all approvals are subject to sanitary sewer
Yeah,
availability, so.
correct. Okay, Chris Mellon,
I like the project too. It's a good project.
okay. Sean?
Couple things for the benefit of the commission. Shannon, you had indicated, I believe via email, that I got a copy of to Angie, that you are in fact interested in the town's parking lot.
Yes, Jenna
Okay.
Properties is
What
interested.
will have to happen, ladies and gentlemen, is Angie Chilcott will get 2 appraisals, Ricardo, for Joe. We'll take the average of that and figure out the cost. Steve, I don't know if you and Bob have had a chance, if there are any stipulations, because we built that with federal aid money back when I was town manager. I don't know if there's any stipulations on that.
So there are not. I talked with Randall Gann, the surveyor from Robinson today. He dug up some documents and it's rightfully ours, and if we want to get rid of it, we
Sell it,
can.
okay. The other question I have, Madam President, for the record for Shannon is, my understanding is you are committed to rebuilding 94th Court with sanitary sewer, storm sewer, water, curb and gutter.
Correct. The sanitary sewer will not run down 94th Court. It runs along the east side of the property and then along the north side of Lot 5, which is Amazon, soon to be Amazon.
Yeah,
Because there's no easements along Mississippi
Mississippi?
Avenue. Yeah, so
Okay.
we're running along the east side of our piece and then along the north side of Amazon to get to the,
so you're gonna tap in
Lift
that
station.
way, so
Yeah.
if the other people on the north side wanna tap, they're gonna have to run it themselves?
there is a manhole with a stub provided on the north side of Sammy Bullocky Drive. So if anyone on the north side of Sammy Bullocky Drive wanted to connect, they can just run west to that manhole.
Okay, because Sheila had indicated to me, ladies and gentlemen, that Jay Quinsler is in fact going to build on the 3rd lot. The middle lot is owned by ICC Floors, and ICC Floors is right on 94th and Mississippi.
Okay.
He is gonna build that building, Sheila,
Yes.
so he'll need sanitary sewer as well.
Okay.
So all part of the meeting we tried to have with all of the property owners in that area to get them on board. And again, Jenna, and Jenna Properties and Shannon were the only ones that are pushing through on this, which I applaud them for. I don't know what Jake's gonna do, Sheila. You're not gonna be able to give him a building permit until he has sewer availability.
Right.
Yeah.
He called me for an address so that he can start his process.
Okay, well, he's gonna have to go see the guys at MCD.
Yep.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, obviously, I agree with everyone else. I love the project. $20.4 million in the allocation area is music to my ears. I do want to get with you on the property itself, Shannon. You and I talked at the workshop, but I'll try and get in touch with you tomorrow or Thursday with the light poles and the condition of the property. When are you going to start clearing? Do you know?
They want to start clearing early fall, so hopefully early October if we can get everything. We have our stormwater permit and our erosion control permit, so
Okay,
hopefully that's
They do.
pretty soon in the next few weeks
okay.
clearing.
As a courtesy, sometimes we ask, I don't know Steve and Sheila if they would be interested, if Jim and Ed would be interested in training on the concession stand before it comes down.
We could ask
Abandoned
them.
buildings like that, sometimes the fire
Yeah.
department wants to train on it.
Oh, yeah.
So,
We could ask
I
them.
mean, if you can ask Ed and Jim and get them in touch with Shannon if they want to train on that.
What's left over, the big,
The big two-story concession
building,
stand's
that's
still up, and
there?
then the dugouts are out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll talk to Ed tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, Steve. Other than that, Madam President, I'm obviously on board. This is in my area, so.
Okay, I am too. It is a
what-
$20.4 million investment in the town of Merrillville, which I appreciate. Were you saying
Yeah,
something?
just one more question. Pursuant to the conversations we had at the workshop, we're still committed that 94th, or what is now Vokey, will end up being a town-dedicated road, and then you're gonna rebuild that road to a standard that will withstand the heavy truck traffic,
Correct.
that'll be going in and out of there.
Yes.
That's our right of way now.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Right.
So I do have one question. So the plat that's submitted, are you gonna come back and you're gonna amend the plat once you purchase the parking lot from us?
I'm not exactly sure how Satori would like to proceed once that parking lot is purchased. I don't know what their plan would be for that at this moment. I just know that she's interested in purchasing it.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so we have a vote of approval upon contingency. of
Madam President,
Sanitary sewer.
I'll make a motion to approve P9 PS3-0925 with the contingency that before final subdivision is approved, the sewer availability issue will be resolved with MCD.
Okay, motion on the floor by Mr. Pettit to approve the item 2, Jenna Properties. Could I have a second?
I'll second.
And a second by Mr. Chris Mellon. Okay, do we need a roll call vote? Roll call vote, please.
Okay, Mr. Swike,
Yes.
Mr. Pettit,
Yes.
I myself am a yes. Mr. Daring,
Yes.
and Madam Chairman,
Yes,
it's 5 yeses.
5 yeses, motion approved upon contingency of the sanitary sewers.
Thank you.
Okay?
Very good. See
Thank
you
you very
soon.
much for attending. Okay, what do we have here now? We have a discussion, 8000 Broadway LLC, proposed kids zone amusement. I think we talked a little bit about it
You can step to
after
the
the
podium.
last
Yes.
meeting, correct?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Hello, everybody, how are you?
Hello, introduce yourself, please.
Iyad Ibrahim, the owner of 8000 Broadway LLC, located just,
What is your name?
Iyad Ibrahim, Iyad.
Abrams?
Last name Ibrahim, Ibrahim. First name
Okay.
Iyad, Iyad.
Okay,
And we're proposing a kids zone at 8000 Broadway.
and what are you going to have in that kid zone?
Basically, it's a kids zone for infants and kids, it's not gonna, how can I say it? It's just for kids and infants. We're not gonna be attracting youth because the equipment that we're gonna have, it's gonna be attracting basically infants and youth. Ages anywhere between 2 and 11.
Okay, is this in a building?
Correct, the old Ethan Allen building.
The old what?
Ethan Allen,
Oh,
the American
okay.
Freight Building?
Oh, okay, right on Broadway.
Correct, yes.
Yeah, okay.
We're looking to put the vision into the building. I know right now the building is in an old shape. We just purchased it about a year ago in September of 2024. We did get some quotes from a construction company to do inside and outside, as we discussed. It's gonna cost about 1.5 million, including a new parking lot, because the parking lot is in a very bad shape. tearing off the parking lot, we're not gonna lay over it or patch it up. And basically, we're ready,
What are you going to have inside the building for the kids?
so play areas.
I know, like a bouncy house or,
Not much bouncy houses. We did, I don't know, did you,
We got that packet, Margie.
so this is the building
yeah,
right here.
I wanted
It's the white
to
building.
say it. Okay. Yeah,
And so we have like the areas for kids where they can, they'll have like a pit ball area where kids can play. A few bouncy houses, not bouncy houses, but like mini trampolines for kids.
okay.
We're not gonna have, no alcohol on site, obviously. It's very important, With like Chuck E. Cheese, they serve alcohol. We're not gonna serve alcohol. All we'll be attracting is some, school districts to visit us, to bring in the kids to the playground. The building is approximately 32,000 square foot. It's a vacant building.
Where's everybody gonna park at? Where's everybody gonna park?
So we have approximately right now, we counted 63 parking spots. That doesn't even include the back.
I think when we talked, ladies and gentlemen, I met with the gentleman, along with Angie and Sheila.
Yeah,
He was gonna add 25 spaces in the back on the west end of the building.
Correct.
Does that meet our code, Sheila?
are you going to be serving food in there?
It's just be snacks. There's no
Snacks,
food, just snacks.
like bagged potato chips, et
Correct.
cetera?
Yes.
Okay. What do you plan on charging your customers?
It'll be an entrance fee of $29.99.
$30?
Correct.
How long how long do they get to stay? The
3
time
hours.
element? 3 hours?
Correct.
Okay, so it's like $10 an hour then. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. And how many children are allowed in there at one time?
Well, it's gonna depend on the, occupancy that we get.
Capacity.
I don't know how much occupancy we're gonna have, but obviously, this type of business, people come in different times. Not everybody comes in at the same time,
Right.
You have.
So what will your hours be of being opened?
It'd be between 10 to 8,
10 to 8?
yes.
Steve, did you look this over or talk with them?
This is the first time I've seen it.
Okay. Sean, who did you say you talked with?
Sheila and Angie and I met with this gentleman,
Okay,
and in fact, I brought this up, at one of the council workshops.
yeah,
About this. Now, you've got several, this is a discussion, so I'm gonna be freewheeling, sir, and I'm just gonna, kinda, what we talked about as a staff, Sheila, and please chime in. The concern is this type of operation, what's gonna happen in the parking lot? He's gonna have the LVT system like you see at Meyer
yeah,
in the parking lots, the cameras to watch the parking lots.
sure.
Unfortunately, there have been 2 reported incidences in other communities with facilities like this, but I don't know that they're as age restricted as him. We don't know the details. He
Okay.
did tell us that he's got one pending in Indianapolis, Tinley Park, and Beverly?
Burbank.
Berkeley.
Burbank.
Oh, you
Burbank.
got 3 others that are pending?
Yes.
Well, they're approved,
They're approved?
but the equipment takes anywhere from 3 to 6 months to build and assemble it.
Okay,
So, again, we've got a vacant building right on Broadway that's in bad shape.
yeah, I know.
So we've got an opportunity of a $1.5 to $2 million investment in that building. The parking, I had wrote down, 120 to 160 cars on the weekend, is that right?
About, between open and close, correct.
10
yes.
to 8, that 10-hour period.
Yes,
You know, so it just depends on, you know, I don't know. You know, Sheila and Angie and I kicked this around after he left. We discussed it, what we might need. We don't, is it a special exception,
It's-
Sheila?
Yes, it's special exception approval.
So he's gonna go to the BZA, Chris, and
And I
Jeff.
didn't put you on for this month because I wanted you to come in and have this
Yeah.
sure,
discussion.
no problem.
But I do have his application for special
Yeah.
exception,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so what?
Now, that one, Margie, that will come to you and Leon, to the council after
Right.
the BZA.
Okay,
So, and we'd obviously have to have him come back so the other
yeah,
members can see this again and ask questions, whether it be Shauna or Rhonda or Keisha, Rick, and see, you know, what you guys
you
recommend
comprehend
and what the
all that,
public
right?
hearing process is.
Okay.
Correct, and I'd like to bring a couple other things.
Yes, what?
You know, the park that we're gonna have, we're not gonna have like, no go-karts, no bumper cars, no rock wall, you know, from what he said, there was been 2 incidents, correct?
Nothing
Yeah.
electrical on the floor?
No,
No, it was
So like, no,
Sky,
no arcade games, nothing like that?
yeah,
none of
Sky
that.
Zone and the one over that used to be, in Hobart,
Urban Air Adventure.
Air-
Urban, yeah.
Urban
yeah.
Air.
Urban
Those
Air.
were the
Urban
two
Air,
that,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they have bumper cars, they have, bumper cars and then, regular racing cars inside, wall climate. I think they do serve beer as well too, you know, and they do attract, you know, more teenagers to adults.
Oh,
As we, you know, our park, as you see, it's more like kids-friendly,
yeah.
you know, you can.
Well, you're not serving any
Let me ask you a
alcohol.
question, let me ask you a question from our discussion. We talked about that the parents can't leave.
They have
So
to, they have to
the
stay
parent
with
is
them,
bringing in, say, 2 6-year-olds.
correct.
Now, you're gonna see that their parents, are you gonna, but if someone comes in, what are you gonna do with a 17-year-old brother that brings his 2 younger sister or brother in? I mean, are you gonna let somebody in that's got 2 little brother and sisters with them?
We're gonna put, you have to be 18 to check in
Okay,
with up to three guests.
that's the most you're gonna let in by an
By one
adult.
adult, 1 adult, 3 kids.
One adult,
Because
3
then-
kids.
but
Okay,
then
that
you can-
controls it
But then you
somewhat.
can't control it if, you know, if I walk in there and I have 6 kids, 1 kid could be here, 3 kids can be there.
Yeah.
Then the parents is not controlling the kids
Right,
anymore.
thank you, that's what I was getting at,
And
yeah.
then
But
And-
you always want a parent present,
a parent
right?
must be present at all time in the building.
Okay,
Here's the big issue, and I've seen, not so much the fun zone, but I've seen operations like this for 30, 40 years, and I've seen what happens. You have the rule, 1 parent, 3 kids.
Correct,
Now, we're gonna have little Johnny's birthday party there.
correct.
So they're gonna have 20, 30 kids. Okay, hang on. You're gonna have 20, 30 kids going over there or attending that party, okay? Moms are gonna be bringing the kids in, dads are gonna be bringing the kids in, 1 for 3. All of a sudden, here's the group of 20 kids over here, and these half a dozen moms and dads say, we don't need to be here, and they boogie and leave 2 people, okay? Or 1 person, or no people. Okay, this is the double-edged sword of this kind of operation, and I'm split right down the middle of it. I like the idea. I like that you would be improving a blighted building. I like the increased parking, fixing the lot, everything about it. But you're gonna run into a thing, just like at Celebration Station, that was the biggest operation similar to this ever in the town. And it got so bad towards the end, and there were areas in there that were only for little kids, and teenagers on Saturday night, they just took the place over. And that's why Dean White and his operation closed it down and tore the buildings down. That's why it's gone. Little different operation, but still, if they couldn't control it with their massive resources of Whiteco Entertainment, you know, how are you gonna control this? How are you gonna have Are you gonna be able to afford uniformed off-duty Merrillville police to stand at that door and card every teenager that comes in there and say, where's your little kids? Oh, no little kids, get out. That's,
Well, remember, Brian, that, part of Jeff and Chris's job,
yeah,
because we're not gonna see this at Plan Commission, Margie and I'll
Right.
see it at the council with a recommendation.
Right.
Those are issues, guys, that you guys need to consider, and we can put, as Ricardo will attest and Joe will attest, they can put any conditions on this special exception that they feel are in the best health, safety, and general welfare of the town. Now, I will take it a step further and give you a little bit of advice. We had an incident up in Rich Hardaway's ward, where we had approved, and Margie, I think you had gotten back on the council then, we had approved a billiard place
Yes,
up in the shopping center, right? We ended up having to pull that special exception because he had
Right.
fights in there. So
Yes.
we still have the control, guys, once the special
Right.
exception comes from the BZA to the council. And if you guys want to do it, or maybe Margie, you and I do it ahead of time, we're gonna have a 6-month review and a 12-month review
There you
and an
go.
18-month review. And if there's 7 police calls at this location, yeah, we will pull the special exception and you'll be done. I mean, it's not, it's just how it is. It's,
That's the rule.
I want you to be here, make the
Yeah.
investment, but by the same token, as Brian said, we've got to look at, unfortunately, all the alternatives.
Have to protect the citizens and
Yeah.
have to protect the community.
Yeah.
yep. And also,
Very
the kids that'll be attending, because you're gonna have a lot of little kids in there, and if all of a sudden the teenagers start taking it over, nothing against teenagers, but, I've worked in the entertainment field for enough years that I saw places change.
Well, and the other thing, Brian, and I would turn to Ricardo, for you, sir, you're gonna have your insurance. If something happens inside that building on his premises,
Right.
Ricardo, they will come after the town of Maryville for allowing him to do that. They're also gonna come after him. We would need to make it as safe as possible, both the town and you inside, to protect you, so you
100%.
don't face any liability,
Be a partnership. I don't want to invest this money and then.
Exactly.
6 months or a year, I'm out.
Exactly.
And I think I did discuss that, we did mention that we would like to have a full-time security guard open to close, or
Yep.
off-duty cop.
Yep.
From the town of Maryville.
Yeah,
Because, this is the recommendations and feedbacks that we get
yeah.
from other,
That's why we're having a
Other
discussion, and
locations.
again, we're probably gonna have to have this discussion with you at the council
Again.
level,
Right.
after the BZA. We have a council workshop on the 3rd Wednesday of the month, so,
right.
and then I'd
I
like
think
to.
it would be great to hire a.
I think it's a good
Maryville
idea.
policeman.
No, we are gonna have them, for sure, a full-time, either security
Security.
guard or off-duty cop. And then,
Well, security guards, at least in, let's just call it the region, don't work out well because they have limited detention powers. They
Yeah,
have
you
limited
can't
powers
arrest.
of what
He
they
could
can
get
legally
in-
do.
He could get in touch with our police chief.
Yeah.
Yeah, he-
Best
Take it
talk
from there.
to the chief and
The
see what
police
he would
chief would help you
prefer.
out.
yeah.
And it ends up being a little more expensive up front on your part, but you have somebody uniformed with, police powers that can enforce the law and the ordinances.
Well, anyway, I like the idea. I like the blighted building getting fixed up on 8000 Broadway. And I think there are some issues you're going to have to go over with Steve, with the parking lot. Correct, Steve?
Yeah.
That parking lot holds how many cars?
62
So,
inches, eh?
62 or
it's
something?
about 63.
62 cars. How is the parking lot? Is that in good shape, or does that have to be?
That's gonna have to be
Well, we
redone.
have to put new pavement. It's,
Well,
there's a
then
lot
you're
of
going to have
potholes.
to hire a paving contractor
Of course,
to
100%,
do the
yep.
parking lot
Yep.
too. So there's another issue.
Hmm.
So anyway, it's been a good discussion, but I think you know what you have to work on
Correct.
before you come back to
Now,
us.
what I would recommend, I'll ask Margie, again,
Yeah.
you and I being the council members, and to Sheila, he's got a petition for the BZA for what month?
next month,
For
October.
for October. What I might suggest you do, is find out from Sheila and our town manager when our October town council workshop's gonna be, and have you come back so you can meet the other 5 council members. You've met Margie and I.
Yeah,
And this happens to be in my ward, in Ward 6.
Well, won't he have to come back here too, Sheila?
No, not to the
No.
Plan Commission.
Just to the BZA?
Just to the
BZA.
Then the council?
Yep.
Okay.
So he may want to come to that October workshop, Margie.
Yeah.
And reiterate this for the other 5 members. If,
Sure.
You know, they're usually either 4:30 or 5:30 the third Wednesday. So I would stay in touch with Sheila before, you know, if the council is not comfortable with this, there's no sense in having him go to the BZA. He can, I mean, that's,
Right.
he's got, I don't know, I mean, but then,
Right.
again,
Yeah,
we're gonna have a building that's
Yep.
gonna sit
Sure.
there.
yep.
That's
And
the
you've
problem.
got 2 members
Okay,
of the
so
BZA.
what you're
sitting there,
recommending
so-
at this time, just come to the October workshop?
The council workshop.
And that's the council
Yeah.
workshop?
Yeah,
And
I
that
think
will
so.
be the third Wednesday of this month or next month?
Yeah, before it comes to the BZA.
Yeah.
Yep.
That will probably be next month then, right?
Yeah, October,
Okay,
whatever,
October.
third Wednesday.
Third
He
Wednesday.
has to, if he's.
Will you
gonna
be
on-
available?
On
Yeah.
the BZA, he has to meet the legal
Yeah, he's got, that's true.
10 days before.
What's the filing fee, $250?
Yes.
What did you say, Sheila?
He has to meet the legal to
Oh.
come to the BZA. He
On
has
the
to
fourth
advertise.
Wednesday.
Okay,
See, that's the thing, is,
fourth,
So he would already have been advertised to come.
Okay.
or unless he, I mean, that's up to you, sir, if you wanna get the feel for the council on the third Wednesday in October, and if you could wait till the fourth Wednesday in November for the BZA, you could do it that way. That way you know the council is on board with it, you come to the November BZA, you get approved, we can approve this for you in December, and you're off and running. I know you talked about 3 to 6 months
Correct,
on the
yeah.
equipment and
Yes.
that. You know, it's just a matter of, we wanna try and make this easy, you know, go through for you and be
Right.
successful. And I don't wanna give you any bad advice, and then you get to the council,
mean-
and Margie and I may vote for it, and it gets turned down 5-2, and it's like, wait a second.
well, we'll kind of talk to them.
Well, yeah, we'll talk to
We'll-
them, but yeah,
we'll-
so, I don't know, just.
Who is your
thinking out
lawyer?
loud.
Do you have a lawyer for this project?
My brother.
Who's your brother?
He's a lawyer. He's a state's attorney. He's helping me through the process of this. and he
Indiana
helped me
State's
through the-
attorney?
I'm sorry?
He's an Indiana State's attorney?
Illinois.
Illinois State's
Illinois.
attorney.
Does he have a license to practice in Indiana?
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Morawah Ibrahim, Morawah. He works with the King County State's Attorney Office.
Oh, okay, very
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
So you do have some professional law
Yeah,
He
with
worked,
you.
he worked with ICE before that, but then he left and then went
You
to
worked
King
with
County.
ICE?
Yeah, he was a attorney for ICE.
Oh, good,
Yeah.
good. Well, ICE is out there.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, I guess we had a good discussion,
Yep.
and you will come to that workshop possibly, and then we'll take it from there with the council.
Appreciate you guys.
You might
Thank you.
want to make a phone call and have just a preliminary consultation with Chief Nucis about the security issues. That
Yeah.
way you'd have all your ducks in a row.
Well,
when this-
after he gets
when this
through.
Well, no, when the question comes up at the
Before.
council next month, he at least wants to talk to the chief and see what the chief would
The chief
prefer.
will talk to him after
know.
the meeting.
Yeah,
With something like this, the chief will talk to you after the meeting.
Whatever you guys recommend.
Okay,
okay.
very good.
Appreciate you guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
All right. I will let you know, I will call you and let you know.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank
bye
you.
now. Okay, now we have another item here for discussion, 9200 Chase Street. This is a proposed soccer field. Pat?
That is correct.
You are the counselor for it, or
I'm working with the owners then,
you're working with who, the owner?
the owners,
Thank you, Mr.
Okay.
Reardon, sir.
who have,
You're a soccer fan?
I pretended to coach for.
Thank you, Mr.
Where did you coach?
In CYO.
CYO?
No kidding.
I'm gonna look that up. CYO coach.
Thank you.
There's a reason why none of my players.
I played in
went on.
81.
Oh, we had fun.
Tell us all about this, Pat.
Okay.
Come on, Pat, you're better than that.
Gosh, I'm blushing. Thank you, Stephen. So, Pat Reardon, Reardon Consulting Services, 2712 Sunnybrook Court, Schererville. I'm here on behalf of the property owners Langford and Rance Holding LLC Their organization is known as NWI Lions United. They have come to Town Hall, preliminary conversation with the professional staff. And what you see in front of you is their proposal. These are 2 turf fields, and this project is very preliminary. The organization has to successfully complete very substantial fundraising endeavor. These 2 fields, if built as pictured, are well over $2 million. They're turf fields, and this would be their home. Right now, they lease space in a building on Mississippi, and they play catch as catch can with the area soccer fields. They travel an awful lot. What I learned about this group, and you hear it a lot, especially in soccer, premier. Well, by God, this is a premier team because they have a history of success where their athletes go on to D1 programs nationwide. So they're a very organized, very committed group. And after talking with the staff, there's no real zoning issues per se. This is a courtesy to you. We'll keep you apprised of what's going on. Steve asked me the question before the meeting, is there going to be any building, any structure? Right now, there's no structure contemplated. As far as restrooms, they would use porta potties. We are going to reach out to adjacent property owners, jurisdictions, Lake County, to possibly look at parking across the street on Chase for overflow, talk to Crown Point about what they might be contemplating at that roundabout on the south end. Crown Point's got nothing in the plan. Good conversation with Matt about drainage and wetland. And we're just embarking on the due diligence right now. You know, positively, due diligence, because it's farmland forever, comes back and says you can build on it. And that's really where we're at. There's no jobs per se associated with this. You know, part of the plan with this dual soccer field is along the road system. Huge amount of money spent on netting because it's so close. If you're not familiar with this property is just north of the government center, of the roundabout as you
Right.
come west out.
Is that in my ward, the 4th ward? 9200 Chase
Yes,
would be
it is.
my ward.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, so that's where all that vacant land is, correct?
Yeah, it's that little triangle tucked away in between the path and the road.
I go past it every day. I know exactly where it is.
Yeah,
Well,
Yep.
here's the
Yeah,
big
I've
thing,
seen it.
Patrick.
yes, sir.
Chase and 91st, if I'm not mistaken, Steve, is the southern roundabout
Right.
Right.
for the Whitcomb Street project.
Yeah, it is.
So-
So when we met with the 2 gentlemen
owners.
from the soccer
Right,
league,
right.
we had a sketch of the roundabout. So they know.
They know, okay.
Yeah, so, you know, my comment, and obviously this is purely conceptual, but we could take this, you know, how they have it here and overlay it. You know, we can overlay it on the roundabout drawing and see, you know, where it's gonna end up.
Right, okay.
How would the roundabout interfere with what he wants?
The only way I think it would possibly interfere is I've got my bearing, be the northwest corner of the one field at Chase. You know, we might embark on that a little bit. I don't know. There's
Yeah.
no dimensions or nothing on here, so
Yeah,
that's the only potential
Right.
problem that I might see.
And I informed them of that, and I think what you're suggesting, Steve, is a great start. You know, since this is a private investment, there's no incentives involved, you know, perhaps we can do some horse trading here as the developments go on. You know, my hope is that, as I said, the property comes back clean, and we can utilize the south end for parking, and then perhaps with the county across the street for overflow, and then have the option of moving this around if needed. And if, as we progress, of course, their plan changes and they want to put up some structure. Steve brought up a good question earlier, is storage. You know, there's a lot of equipment, and I don't presently know where it's going to go. But right now, no structures, no benches, no bleachers. Parents, come on in, put your chairs up, and everybody goes.
Who's the developer here for this?
Well, they have not selected anybody yet. I've advised them to not invest any more money until we get through this due diligence period. You know, wetland,
Yeah,
environmental, and geotechnical.
well, it seems like you have to go over a few hurdles here.
Several,
before you
ma'am.
Really get started.
Right, as I said, it's a courtesy. It's a great project.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I like where it's positioned, right next to the trail. Makes it convenient. And
Well,
it's,
this will be open for all soccer players?
no, this is private. It'll be private.
Yeah, this is a
And
private.
This is just a private soccer player team?
Yes.
Okay, what's the name of this soccer?
Well, the soccer, their name is NWI Lions United.
Oh, yeah, you had said that.
Club, it's a club team.
Yep.
What?
It's a club team.
Oh, it's a club team.
Yeah.
The other,
They just
you
play
mentioned that they
themselves?
travel a lot.
They travel a lot.
Oh,
At
they
the other-
travel.
At the other facilities that you go to, as they developed over the years, do you see them, do they have a lot of bleachers, possibly a concession stand, eventually permanent toilets, that kind of thing?
In some locations, I've seen that.
Okay.
We had 2 of our 5 children were involved with travel soccer, and they both played through high school. Some facilities have that, but they're multi-million-dollar complexes. Today, it's a trend with baseball. There's a centralized concession area with bathrooms, and then the fields are built off that like a star. But that's not contemplated here.
All right, now, help me out here, because I don't follow soccer that much. These are 100-yard,
About 110.
about 110. So, looking at the way that you've scaled this on
Yep.
here, go to the west, you hit the Erie-Lackawanna Trail. What do you hit right after that?
Oh, yeah, it's NIPSCO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not just a regulator station. That is an odorant station. That is where they add the where they add the mercaptan to the gas. Because
Okay.
natural gas is odorless, colorless, tasteless. The skunk smell comes from an artificially added chemical.
Additive, yeah.
And there's chemical storage there. There are some very large, high-pressure lines there. I don't know if any of those run through this property.
We'll find out.
And we get, I'm an emergency dispatcher at NIPSCO on the gas side. We get dozens and dozens of calls, depending on the weather, usually when it's very humid, very still, and hot. People smell that mercaptan. Literally, all you have to do is have a rag coated in mercaptan, drop it on the floor, and the calls start rolling in that there's a major gas leak somewhere. The stuff is incredibly concentrated. Quick reference. The last time it happened, we had a forklift driver drive a forklift blade through a mercaptan barrel at Etna yards. These are not 55-gallon drums. They're much smaller. We got calls literally from Lake Michigan to Lowell and from the Illinois state line and going into Illinois all the way to Valparaiso. That's how potent this stuff is. So be aware.
Got it.
People are going to be coming over there going, man, it stinks over here.
Maybe another reason that they'll shy away from playing against the Northwest Indiana Lions United.
I mean, it's a good project for that piece of land. I mean, I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah, there's
But,
not a lot you
yeah,
can do.
that odorant station is pretty potent.
Yeah, one last comment, when I got on the GIS system, I was looking at all that property on the opposite side of the trail, and it's awfully wampy, Joe. There's like 7 or 8 property owners over there. Most prominent, of course, as you might know, is NIPSCO. Well, I'm not gonna take up any more of your time.
Well, I've got a quick question.
Yes,
though,
sir.
Pat. You say the Lions are gonna be the club, they're gonna use these 2 fields.
Yes.
What's their club season? Because obviously you're in high school season right now for boys and girls. So are they playing club during high school season?
I have to say yes, because when I met with them, they had tournaments aplenty scheduled.
So they want to use these 2 fields year-round, 12 months a year?
Probably,
Weather dependent,
right,
obviously.
right.
Okay,
I
so there
think
would
that's-
be the ability to partner like we've done, and you're familiar with this being the former town manager,
Right.
with Pop Warner
Right.
and some of the soccer stuff we've got going up at
Okay.
Weiss Field at Dean and Barbara White.
And I should say thank you, because they mentioned that they have used those facilities.
Okay.
And they're familiar with them. And again, thank you. There was some discussion about once this gels and the league is playing, that they will want to olive branch with the town.
Okay.
And they're, these are soccer people, just like baseball people, like football people. And so they want to bring soccer to the town en masse and set up camps and have programs. So, that's also down the line.
Okay.
But, while it's private, they're publicly minded.
Well, before you would go through with all of this or get approved, don't you think that checking out what Brian talked about, what did you say, gas?
Yeah,
These
it's,
underground tanks or what?
well, no, it's a gas odorant station. The gas mains flow to this area, and they add the percentage of mercaptan that is mandated by the state, so that your gas smells like a skunk.
Huh?
Otherwise you
know
can't
it's
Would
there.
they
smell
want,
natural
would
gas.
they want to play soccer there then?
Well, like I
Oh,
say,
it'll be fine.
it doesn't happen often, but sometimes they'll do a maintenance job and a worker will drop a rag covered in mercaptan, and that subdivision that's over there,
Yeah.
all the way to the government complex, within a few hours, we start getting the calls, hey, you got a gas leak over there.
Yeah,
They do, they call.
right.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, Bridgewood does.
Bridgewood.
They've
Yeah.
called before,
yep,
but,
Yep.
Or Marion Woods.
yeah.
yeah, and it's just because of the nature of the beast that, if it was a reg station, that's one thing, you have relief valves and things like that can lift and cause odor, but with an odorant station, that gets into a whole different realm.
But is it just the smell, right? It's just
Yeah.
the smell.
Oh, it's a
No,
distinct, it is incredibly strong skunk smell, rotten eggs, whatever you want to call it. Turn on your gas stove,
Yeah.
and you get a whiff of that odor, that's mercaptan. And, because, again, natural gas has no smell. And we have to add there so that if you leave your stove on, hey, something's wrong, I smell gas.
Right.
And, yeah, and if, like I say, if something goes wrong there, something leaks, something, again, a rag full of mercaptan gets dropped on the ground, just that rag can just cover hundreds of acres with that odor.
But would that bother the IHC district where the sewers are? That area?
Oh, no, that has nothing to do, that has
It
nothing
will
to do
not.
with sewers, no.
One other question, Madam President, for Pat.
Yes, sir.
Thinking about the kids on the 2 fields and everything, have they even contemplated fencing? So that
There's,
the balls aren't going on to 91st or Chase?
there's these nets they're putting up. Think of Topgolf,
Yes,
those huge nets.
yeah.
That's a,
Or golf driving range.
that's a big
That's what they're
expense.
gonna use.
Those
Okay.
nets are gonna line the field.
Yeah, I remember buying them for, the center down there.
Right.
You had to buy them to keep the footballs out of the pond. Yeah, they're not cheap
Oh, no.
at all.
They're not. They're not.
Okay.
Looks like a great project.
Yeah, I
like
mean,
it.
Good for the team.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
yeah.
It's a
Well,
nice-
do you know
it's-
where you're
it's-
at now, Pat?
Yeah,
With this?
it's a nice hit for the town. It's,
Okay.
Well, and you said that they've got to do some fundraising and
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Do you have a
Substantial.
timetable at all?
not yet. I'll report back. I'll keep everybody apprised
Sure.
through the staff. Yeah, they know what they're up against, and they're undaunted. They're moving forward.
Yeah, and you know, Pat, when we met, you know, Sheila and Matt and I met with them, they never mentioned at all turf fields. So when you presented that,
Yeah.
you said $2 million, I knew they had to be turf.
Yep.
They never mentioned that.
Yeah.
We know what we spent, didn't we, Pat, on the Weiss Field?
Good God.
Oh, you don't even,
Yes, we do.
I got the.
Might as well,
Who's
we
the
might as well
voice?
throw bleachers in too.
Fight out.
We did.
Yeah, you're killing me, Smalls.
Do they have a lawyer for the
You want me to
team?
send you the
I'm
bill
sure
for
that
them?
they do.
Pardon?
Still have it.
I'm sure that they do.
Oh,
Who
you
it is, I don't
know
know.
about
I don't know.
I mean, just in case some
Oh, no,
legal
I
matters
get it.
come up,
You mean a
it's
real
always
lawyer?
best to have a lawyer involved. Yeah.
I've been practicing for 40 years without a license, but I know when to,
Are you in Brian's firm?
yeah, I am. I know when to get
We're gonna have
a
Gary
real
and
licensed
Rear.
lawyer when I need
Alright.
one.
Ricardo just smiles.
Yeah, we have Ricardo here, so we're safe, right, Ricardo?
Yeah.
We'll keep
Me-
you good answer.
You
I'm
are.
safe, okay.
Me thinks he's
What about
bona
the
fide,
board?
so.
The board
Motion to adjourn.
Well, look, I appreciate everybody's time. Always good to see you.
Okay,
Take care,
Pat.
Pat.
Good
Thank you.
to see you,
Good to see you,
Pat.
Pat.
Yep.
Well, can I call for a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Second. Okay, meeting
All
is
those in
now
favor?
adjourned. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No opposers.
No opposers.